Hello, YouTube. This is OmniDitto, aka also known as Momo, and I'm bringing you with my first Pokemon Black and White Generation 5 competitive narrated Wi-Fi battle. This is against a guy I met on the Cerebi Wi-Fi chat named Swag. Pretty cool dude. Yeah, he doesn't have his own channel, but when he does, I will either link to the description or probably end up posting another battle with him, because it was a pretty fun battle. And yeah, so anyways, let's get to this battle here. Alright, here we go. He named himself Matt for whatever reason, and he starts off with a Rotom washing machine mode, and it's called Dat Pumpa for whatever reason. He's pretty gangster, I suppose. Kill Swag. Then I have my Paint Sword Smeargle. It's the cheap Spore Injury Hazard Magicoat lead. Pretty cheap. I do not deny that. And you can make comments on this all you want, because I know how cheap it is. I'm not denying that. And he sends out Satan, which is a Starmie. Nicknamed Satan for... I don't even know. It's nicknamed Satan. Anyways, I'm going to start commenting in the battle. So I used Stealth Spore, then Stealth Rocks, set up my rocks at least. Then he used Thunderbolts, and I knew I could survive one. And the way I figured is, basically my Smeargle's only point is to set up injury hazards. So I just left him in for the second Thunderbolt, because I really didn't care. I don't really have anything to take it either way. And he ends up starting a second one, but then he gets paralyzed, and I'm like, alright, so I can get another Spikes off. But no. No. Get the Parahax. Can't get my other Spikes off. I was like, damn, would have been really helpful. You know, either way. So then I sent out my Blissey. I was like, oh, well, he's using Thunderbolt, and he's obviously specially oriented. And of course, the bane of every special sweeper is Blissey. But then he withdraws, and he sends out this Mienfoo, which I figured there would be a switch in, so I used Toxic. Right, I was just praying it wasn't going to be a Steel type, because I saw he had a B-Sharp on the end of his team. I was hoping it wasn't that. But, so I got that thing Toxic. And, at this point, I figured, hey, let's protect him for a little bit, because I know these things like to use High Jump Kick. And if he misses, or gets protected again, he, takes damage. So that's what happened, he took damage. Sorry if there was a little, disruption in the recording sound. I just got a text message. I'm using my phone to record this. Very unprofessional, but, yeah, I just got a text message and it vibrated, so I don't know if anything happened to it. But, anyways, yeah, so I stalled him out a little bit further, took damage from his High Jump Kick and the Toxic, and I figured, hey, let's use Seismic Toss because I can take damage from one High Jump Kick, but nope. I mean, it's super effective stab, so I can't really, and plus it's specially defense-oriented, not defense-oriented. Even though I think I have max defense EVs in that thing, it doesn't matter. But he ends up dying from toxic poisoning anyways. So then he comes out with Satan. Then I go with Zoroark, or Zoroark, however you like to say it. And, taking the form of my Machamp, obviously, hoping that, especially I figured because it's Starmie, he'll have, I don't know why, but I just assumed they'd arm Starmie with Psychic, so they'd try and use that. But then his illusion wears off, and he ends up being faster, and it's super effective stab, Night Slash, and I figure, alright, this is going to take down his Satan. But no. No, he's left with that little HP. And then I take my Life Orb Recoil. And at this point, there was nothing I could really do, so I stayed in, and hopefully, I mean, I guess I'm, at this point, hoping for the miss, which really unlikely, either way. Missing No. I named him just because it's cool. I'll explain my nicknames at some point. But, you know, there's really no reason to it right now. I sent out my Ouroboros, or Haxorus. Pretty cool, I guess. Breaks the mold with that mold breaker of his. Outrage to just take down Satan. I just killed Satan. Maybe I'll rename this thing Jesus. Anyways, for some reason he sends out his Sansador or his Hydreigon. I'm not quite sure why he did this. I think he thought he was faster, but probably forgot or rather didn't realize that I have my Haxorus scarfed. So Haxorus is obviously faster because it's scarfed. And the outrage is critical, or not critical hit, the super effective stab, so yeah. This is the part that surprised me probably the most of the entire battle. I mean, this is a really generic, straightforward battle, except this... Look at that damage. Look at that. That's ridiculous. He resists it. Why does it do that much damage? I don't even know. Anyways, he comes back and he uses his Iron Head, and I just determined that there's no point in switching out, because it's not like I have anything that can take an Iron Head any better than Haxorus can. Well, I mean, I do, which there's really no point. And so I figured I'd stay in, hopefully get another Outrage off. But I don't. Because, yeah. His Iron Head, or his B-Sharp was too fast. I think it's called B-Sharp, I'm not quite sure. I don't know. It's one of the few guys I don't really pay attention to. Then I send out the actual Dumbbell or Machamp. He's pretty good. I figure I could just use Dynamic Punch, because with no guard, it's 100% accuracy, and it's stab and super effective. So, you know, pretty awesome. So, that takes down his B-Sharp. Named Jason. I'm guessing it's Jason in the Argonauts. I have no idea. Okay, I get my lefty's recovery just for fun. Sends out his Dat Pumpa, which this thing is Water Ghost. And I don't know if he realized it, but in Gen 5 the sleep counter resets, and since because it was his lead, so it was asleep from the first turn because of my Spore Smeargle cheap-ass lead, so his sleep counter reset. I don't think he realized that would happen. And I figured, oh, Machamp, is going to use Payback because it's half Ghost, so it's going to be super effective. And because he's slower, it'll get twice the power, but I think that's only if I get damage, not necessarily if I just go second. Because, see, it's not doing much. Or wait, is he... Oh, maybe he's Electric Water. Huh. Shoot, if he's Electric Water, I could have played this a lot better. Well, that's my fault. I'll look it up at the end of the video. No need to comment excessively on how stupid I am for not knowing what type of Rotom is. But your comments are much appreciated. Either way. So yeah, doesn't die. Kinda made me mad. And then he gets off a Hydro Pump. And I was like, really? Really? Come on. And yes, I live it. Alright. Yeah. And this Machamp is surprisingly strong. I mean, if you're looking for just like a sixth guy or something, I'd put him in there. He's pretty, I mean, for a physical sweeper, he's really bulky. Like, really bulky. Physically and even specially. So it's pretty good to have him around. Then he sends out Shandera or Chandelure. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's the American name, Chandelure. And it's Choice Scarfed. So at this point, we're both down to our last pokes. And send out Meta Ridley, the Skarmory, Special Wall. And I was like, please be Scarfed, please be Scarfed. He told me in the middle of the battle, he was like, yeah, I'm screwed, I'm Scarfed. Obviously, he has Fire Blast on there. So, yeah. But, just Brave Bird. See, he goes down. Take my recoil damage. Lefty's recovery. I think that actually recovers all of it. Then I wasn't sure what was going to happen as far as, like, if he was Scarfed or not, so I went for the Roost, hoping I could survive a Shadow Ball. Yeah, at this point he told me he was Scarfed, and I was like, oh, well, then I don't need to Roost again, but I did anyways, just so I could get to full health, because I'm OCD like that. And, yep, sorry for the crappy recording, by the way, YouTube. It's, first video, you know, odd stuff's going on. Anyways, he uses a Shadow Ball. This is basically a stall war at this point. Yeah, not too exciting. I need to figure out a way to speed up these recordings, because this would be like a 7-minute video rather than 10. Because you're literally watching this real time, and I know how boring that can be. Alright. Use Shadow Ball again. Take my damage. Go with my Brave Bird. And that's it. That is game. Alright. Good game, Killa Swag. I look forward to playing you again. Yeah. Good game, man. Thanks, YouTube. This first video, gonna be a little rough, figuring stuff out still. Yeah, just, if you guys have any input, I'd love to hear it. Just, send me a message. If you think there's something I could do better, send me a message, and I will take your opinions into consideration, because, after all, I am making these videos for you, the viewers, and I want to know what you guys think works best, not what I think works best. I know what I think works best, and currently I cannot do that, given my my financial limitations and the limitations of reality itself. Yes, that's right. I would have live Pokemon battles with real Pokemon. That would be way more entertaining than this game. But you and I both know that's not going to happen. So, viewers, just tell me what you guys think. Sorry for extending beyond the battle, because I know sometimes that annoys people. Either way, yeah, I will check you guys out later. Yeah, thanks. Peace.